Hey guys, so I am here after my appointment today. It's September 4th. I met that IVF coordinator. First of all, I'm looking down because I got this. It's, let me see if it'll focus. It's basically the manual that they give out to people. And really, it's like right up my alley because I love like checklists. I love like just having everything written out for me. So you can see that right here, it's just numbered with all the stuff that's in it. Amazing. So basically she went through like the appointment today. Sorry, my camera's focusing. There we go. Stay. The appointment today was we went through this whole list of items and kind of explained a few things to us. So that was really nice. So I'll just go through kind of what we talked about and the timeline that we're looking at. What is going to be happening next for us is we're still set for the November cycle. So that's like when we actually start the stimming, etc., egg retrieval and transfer. The good stuff, the fun stuff. So what is going to happen now is this month I'm going to get like the pre-testing done, and my husband has to get his pre-testing, which is like this big of a list compared to like our women's that are like this big of a list. So basically his other semen analysis have been good. What they're gonna do this time, it says semen analysis with morphology. So that's why they're gonna do like a more in-depth, more focused testing on morphology, just to make sure everything's still good and everything. So not a big deal. So I have a list of blood work that I have to get done on cycle day 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that this month. So cycle day 3 should be on Monday of this coming week, which will be the 7th. I have to double check. I believe most clinics are open on holidays. Like the labs are open on holidays. So I'm hoping that's the case, but I'll call my clinic tomorrow, as long as AF starts tomorrow like it's supposed to. I'll call them tomorrow and they will tell me, then that's when they're gonna schedule my saline sonogram. So they'll schedule my saline sonogram tomorrow, and then I'll just confirm with them that, you know, Monday's a holiday. Is that still gonna work? It should. I don't know. I know a lot of clinics and places can be different, so that should be good. I should be fine. I might have to go to a different lab than I normally do, but as long as it's open, I don't care. So me and him will go in and get our blood work done, hopefully this coming Monday, and then my saline sonogram should be on cycle day 5 to 12 between there. So that would be like anywhere between next week and the beginning of the following week after that. So that is what will happen then. And then what I'll be doing is starting birth control. It tells us to call on the first day of the period, the month prior to IVF. So that'll be October cycle. Whenever October cycle begins, I will call them, and then typically they say you start your birth control on the 2nd or 3rd day of your period, according to these notes. So sorry, I keep looking down. And then once I have called and done that, they will begin doing our IVF calendar, which is the most exciting part. I'm so excited. According to the booklet that we received, it says that it can take 2 to 3, or not 2 to 3, sorry. It may take up to 2 weeks from the start of my period to receive the calendar. When we receive the email, we have to call the clinic to review the calendar with another IVF case manager. And then the very first appointment that I will have on my IVF cycle month is the injection training. And for our clinic, and that's also, injection training is the date that all of our consent forms and payment are due. She did give me a sample of what a calendar looks like. And I know you guys can't see it because it's obviously really far away, but she gave me like a legit sample of it. It says I'll have 2 appointments before starting my stim medications. The first one is the injection training, which I already talked about. The second one is our baseline ultrasound and blood draw. They have E2, like E as in echo, and the number 2. And I totally spaced what that actually meant. And I'll go through more detail of the calendar like once this all starts coming, but I just thought it was kind of neat. Like I have an actual sample calendar. I can't believe we're this close. I look like a little silly kid. We're like this. Anyway, they did say before our injection training, we have to go to a specific website and watch the videos about how they do the injection injections because it is a hands-on injection training class. If you've had an injection training class, which if you've done IVF, you probably have, tell me below how your experience was with the class because I don't really know what to expect. So give me your experiences below if you've done IVF and how that class went. So this is the second part. I just wanted to like show you briefly, which if you've done IVF, then you probably know. This is the consent forms. There's a ton of them. But what I really loved about this is that, sorry, it's focusing. Good job, camera. They have basically a will for your embryos in case of, you know, one of the partners passing, what happens to the embryos. So it really makes me feel like a little comforted because you never know what can happen in the future. And, you know, life is very fragile. You never know what can happen. And it's just reassuring to know that if something were to happen to one of us, our embryos aren't going to be stuck in limbo where neither of us can, you know, get them. And again, I know that's something kind of dark and what people wouldn't normally talk about, but it was really nice to hear and see that they have that in place because they're preparing for anything. So really, that's all that my appointment consisted of. I mean, it sounds probably boring in this video, but it was really exciting and informative for us. I'll keep you guys updated as to when my saline sonogram is and praying and hoping that that doesn't show anything that can prolong us having the cycle of IVF start. So please just keep us in your prayers and your thoughts. And I want to also thank everyone who has shared our website or donated on our website. It really means a lot, and I am so grateful for all the amazing support we have out there. I just hope that you will keep us in your prayers, and I am praying for all my other TTC sisters and their families to get that BFP, and I can't wait. I hope that there's a lot of good things happening before the end of this year. So please keep up with our journey by watching my videos and my Instagram, which is also below. Just if you have any questions or comments, any experiences that you've had with IVF or the stage of IVF that I'm in, just please comment below. I love to interact with you guys and get to know you guys more. So that is all I have for now. I will talk to you later. Bye. Whether or not you decide that you can or would like to donate to us financially, your future prayers and thoughts and just commenting and staying in touch with me throughout this journey mean just as much, if not more, to me. So